Now to South Africa. Many South Africans took to the streets of Cape Town and Pretoria, among other cities, in protest against high cost of living in the country. The protest was led by the Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU, a long-time ally of the ruling African National Congress. The trade unions say the only way to make the government act against the unaffordable cost of living is to bring the economy to a halt.
Congress of South African Trade Unions, COSATU, a long-time ally of the ruling African National Congress, led hundreds of South Africans in protest in Pretoria and Cape Town against growing inflation that has soared to a 13-year high. Labor unrest often affects sectors such as mining during wage negotiations, but it is rare for COSATU, South Africa's biggest union, to lead a national protest. Union officials said more protesters were expected to join the marches as the day progressed.
We cannot continue with this particular high cost of living in our country, whether it's electricity, it's transport, it's food. These things must then be able to stop because our people are suffering.
Protesters holding placards saying "Stop taxing basic food items" marched through central Pretoria towards Union Buildings, which houses President Cyril Ramaphosa's office. In Cape Town, they marched towards Parliament. The protest, according to trade union, is the only way to make the government act against the unaffordable cost of living. South Africa's headline consumer inflation rose to an annual 7.8% in July. It is highest level since 2009. In order to stem the rising prices of commodities, the central bank delivered its biggest interest rate hike in 2 decades to try to curb inflation despite 4 previous hikes. Fuel prices were up 45.3% in June, their largest annual increase since the agency's Consumer Price Index series began in 2009.
Are forced to skip a meal a day.